1 second. I have to update the title, which will probably require a refresh, but it's whatever. Because we are in December. Oh boy. I try and get all this set up. Been on a tear in Baldur's Gate right now. Just doing the furthest I've gotten with honor mode. And boy howdy. There were some pretty harrowing moments. But the biggest hurdle I was able to get over was fighting this dickhead of a drow named Nier. Which I have to express my contempt with that whole setup. And this is a spoiler for what happens. It's not a major story beat or anything like that. So circumstances will lead you into the Underdark, which is like the catch-all underground region for Faerun. I don't know if it's exclusive to Faerun, but whatever. But there's a area adjacent to it called the Grim Forge. And once you go there, you learn that a drow named Nier is trapped in a cave-in. And once you're able to break away the rubble via explosives, said explosives leaves fire on the ground, despite it not saying so in the item tooltip. And if you're not quick on the draw, aka switching it to turn-based mode, the gnome slaves that are trapped with Nier or outside hacking away at the rubble will run into the fire, and that will trigger combat with everybody in the area. Even though it was a gnome that did it. And the gnomes aren't hostile towards you. Just the Dwegar, aka the dark gnomes, the dark dwarves. So that's not fun. And I already had to deal with that twice over. And you can bet how upset I was over that the first time around. But this time, well, I was able to catch it in turn-based mode, zap the fire with Ray of Frost, and avoid that entirely. Mainly because you can make a deal with another NPC to betray Nier, so that way you're not having to fight him and everyone by yourself. Made a fight so much easier. Plus, I'm experimenting with certain class builds, which, if you ever want to make Shadowheart feel more useful in combat, put some Druid on her, up to level 3. Give her that circle of stars. Because bonus action was Luminous Arrow or whatever, real clutch. I'm just rambling, just while I'm setting up. Been kind of harried the last week or so because of work, and I don't remember if I ever brought it up before, but there's a tree that's kind of in the process of falling. I know I don't believe it's on my property, like where the tree is rooted. But the fact that it was just so rotten in the trunk that it was like just falling over, and it was gonna pull down some power lines. And I called, my utility about it to let them know, and they did send someone once, and it was one person. And it could have just been an emergency situation because I deemed it so to them. But he only got a handful of the branches off. It was still a good bit of it pulling on the wire. And that's been kind of like stressing me out like since. But Tuesday or Wednesday, I come home for lunch and I see a whole bunch. I see like 3 Cleco trucks. That's the company, Cleco, and they took care of everything. They did more. Even replaced the power line. So now that's like off my plate for now. I mean, the tree is still there, but it's no longer like pulling on power lines and stuff. But the worst of it was I was dealing with a really bad reaction to poison ivy. Just being miserable and itchy all over, mainly on the arms. I'm kind of over that. I managed to go to the clinic, got prescribed some meds, and it's cleared up, even though I still have like a few rashy spots here and there that are just popping up spontaneously. But what's up, Fox? Lurking for a bit while playing Jurassic World. Yeah, I was dealing with poison ivy. Like I had a really bad reaction to it. And looking on the preview, I'm not sure the chat is large enough and more visible. I'll mess with that in a moment. Yeah, suffice to say, it made sleeping like a miserable activity because I could not stop itching. But it's pretty much cleared up on my arms. I'm molting skin, as it were. Take it as a sign of healing. Just gotta keep taking the medicine as prescribed, which was like a steroid and an antibiotic. Yeah, lizard man. Lizard! Yeah, Illuminati confirmed. I know you're just joining. I'm just kind of do a quick repeat. I was able to get to Act 2 in Baldur's Gate on Honor Mode today, which is like the furthest I've gotten. So happy about that. Which, like, after I got over the initial hurdle with fucking Nier, nearly everything else became sort of a cakewalk. Ooh, had a bad coughing fit. I say nearly became a cakewalk, like, honestly, Ethel, still a pain in the ass on Honor Mode. Have to try another Honor Mode run. Want to play it, have so many other games on the list. Yeah, backlog of shame. I'm not gonna say the number of games I have on Steam alone. I want to try and like put effort into playing through Assassin's Creed Odyssey and finishing that. Despite not having played like every Assassin's Creed that came after 3. And like in between those two. Finished the Silent Hill 2 remake today. Yeah, I hear that was like a surprisingly good remake. Like, I wouldn't consider myself among the Silent Hill fandom in any sense. Like, I appreciate it from afar. It's cool. But the fan base for Verdi franchise is very particular. But when they're like, yeah, this is good, and that's a good sign. Working on Alien Isolation. That's another one that's on my backlog that I started. I got as far as like the alien showing up, and I kind of fell off of it. Not through lack of interest, but like I just got distracted. Silent Hill is one of the few horror franchises you enjoy. Yeah, that's fair. That's valid. Like most survival horror tends to just turn into action games at a certain point. Silent Hill is like one of the few handful that kind of retain like the actual, like, yeah, you can like react and be violent, but you're not meant to ramble your way through encounters. Yeah, it doesn't rely on jump scares. Good atmosphere. That's what it nails. Have you seen the trailer for that new Silent Hill that's coming out? Like Silent Hill F or something like that? Couple of jump scares, whole game, the rest is just story atmosphere. Yeah, that's what I hear from it. Let's see. I'll be starting in just a moment. I just need to look up what the actual correct dialogue choices are so I'm not running into that bad ending from last time I played. Yeah, I heard they're remaking the first one, which was like real cool. Like Silent Hill really does seem like primed for it. Like I say, it seems like it should have been primed just to be an anthology series. Like we got the first one, which was like with Harry looking for his daughter and all that in a cult, and the second one was with James and mostly unrelated, like its own isolated story. But then 3 went back to what was her name? Sharon. And I think 4 was like another standalone, but kind of still dealt with cult stuff. I think I honestly like, again, having never played any of those games, 4 seemed like the most interesting to me. Just because of the whole conceit of the character you play as is locked inside of his own apartment and can only travel back and forth to Silent Hill through a hole in his wall. Alright. I got my list of correct dialogue choices here. Let's get into it.
Hey, here's a story about the fog.
One quick second. Like, it's hard for me to tell from the preview video how big chat looks on screen, so I'm gonna try and tweak that real quick. Yeah, go back to lurking. Play that Jurassic Park. Where is it? There you are. Okay, I'm not sure if it'll update automatically. Go ahead, just type in some gibberish real quick, Fox. Oh wait, it fell off. There we go. Thought I was moving the preview window around when I was moving the whole capture. I mean, it should automatically update since I don't think it changes the URL. But we'll find out. I'll leave it up just in case. Alright.
Some specialists are raising concerns that this fog may consist of harmful substances. More and more citizens are calling for an investigation into the cause of the fog and the facts about it. Though the government has begun its preliminary investigation, many feel that the causes will be hard to pinpoint. Oh, is this fog really dangerous?
You hardly ever see people walking around town anymore. Or here either.
Everyone's too scared of the fog now to go outdoors much.
It does seem a lot like the fog on the other side. But beyond that, I'm clueless.
There's another item of note here. A summary of Namatame's career with details about the case. The suspect was having an affair with the first victim. It seems she was killed due to relationship troubles. Also in April, Miss Saki Konishi's body was discovered. The police are looking into a motive for the murder. In July, a boy living in Inaba performed a copycat murder. The boy was initially thought to be the culprit behind all the killings, but later suspicion was thrown upon Namatame. Last month, the suspect attempted to kidnap a 7-year-old girl of Inaba, resulting in his arrest. It seems Namatame is still confined to his hospital bed, so further interrogation has yet to commence.
So it's finally over. A lot of stuff's happened. But all that's left is for the police to build a case for Namatame, right? I'm sure your uncle can.
But the stuff he was saying was so obviously nuts. If he says anything about the TV world, he might be considered mentally unstable.
All this damn thunder. I mean, despite all the work done to the power line, I would not be surprised if I get cut off once it starts raining.
Also, I heard before that if the police don't have enough hard evidence, it's difficult to build a case.
Yes, there are many such cases and culprits. It's the eternal conundrum for crime investigators.
So even if they're caught, the law can't do shit?
It's a possibility.
Hell's up with that! We all know he did it. You can't just let a maniac who thinks he's saving people by killing them run wild on the streets.
They better not dismiss something this serious because of some mental issues. Saki-senpai. No, not just her, or that announcer. Even King Moron is his fault. If it weren't for what he did, nobody would have tried a copycat killing. It's his fault Nanako-chan's in the hospital right now, too.
You're reminded that you made a promise with Nanako to buy a new kotatsu.
What's the matter?
You told the others about your promise with Nanako.
A kotatsu?
Oh, then why don't we go check them out right now?
1 second.
I know Nanako-chan would be psyched if she came home and found a new kotatsu.
Dude, why didn't you tell me sooner? The winter season's coming up and we just got a bunch of them in stock. All right, off to the houseware section for Nanako-chan!
If we're getting a kotatsu, we better get some oranges to complete the set.
It's a cliche because it's true, damn it.
The best compliment to a kotatsu would be a heated rug.
Dude, that much juice would kill the breaker the moment you tried to microwave something. Oh yeah, you've never used a kotatsu before, huh, Ted? It's nice and toasty.
Can I still stay here? You kept your promise to me, so I should be going back. But I don't want to go until Nana-chan gets better.
Of course you can stay. How many times do we have to say this before it gets through to you?
Nanako-chan would be sad if you weren't there when she wakes up.
But I couldn't save Nana-chan.
Don't be silly. We saved her together.
We caught the killer, man. We couldn't have done that without you.
Teddy, you shouldn't talk that way when Nanako-chan is still fighting.
You guys. Can I really?
That's right, you're just by yourself at home now, huh?
Hey, why don't we pick out a Christmas present for Nanako-chan while we're at it?
Oh, that's a great idea. I'm sure she'll be out of the hospital by then.
All right, but none of this charge it to Yosuke stuff this time. Seriously. We're clear on this, right?
Oh, come on. Why would we do something like that?
Dude, the clothes you got for this guy? I almost pissed my pants when I saw the receipt. How many days you think I had to work to pay that off?
Well, I can't help it if Juness overcharges for things.
Ugh. Well, I guess you gotta expect that. It's not like Chie-san's ever had the occasion to help a guy shop before.
What? What did you just say?
Come on, baby. Don't fight over me.
Stay out of this!
Let's leave them be and think of a present for Nanako-chan on our own.
But what would a girl her age want?
What do you think Nanako-chan would appreciate most?
That's not really for kids. It's still pretty cute. Just like the real thing.
All right, as soon as Nanako-chan's out of the hospital, we'll have a party at your place.
Yes! And we'll bake the cake!
Of course!
Let's make it a cake to remember.
Oh, no, you're not. Are you trying to send Nanako-chan back to the hospital?
It's Adachi.
Hello, this is Adachi. I want you to stay calm and listen to me, okay? Nanako-chan's condition suddenly got worse. The doctor wants you to come to the hospital immediately. We'll be waiting.
Come on, let's go.
Inaba Municipal Hospital, Nanako's room. Dojima is listening to an explanation from the doctor. There have been loud voices throughout the hospital for some time now.
Doctor, this fog is poisonous, isn't it? Isn't it filled with viruses? They said so on TV. Isn't there a vaccine or something for it?
Calm down, please. That's just a rumor.
Don't tell me to calm down! You're lying! We know you have medicine for this! Are you just going to stand there and watch us die?
Why would we do something like that?
What a commotion.
What the hell's that supposed to mean? Can't you see how much pain she's in?
All we can do right now is monitor her condition closely. Dojima-san, you need to return to your...
I don't give a damn about myself. Do something about Nanako.
Dojima-san!
Just save her. For God's sake, please save Nanako.
We'll do our best. I must ask you to step outside for the time being.
Nanako.
One moment. Okay. Forgot to lock the view. A nurse accompanied Dojima back to his room.
Hey, can't you do something? This all has to do with the world you came from. Can't you figure something out?
I'm thinking, but...
Damn it! Why does this have to happen to a little girl like her?
We all feel the same way.
Why'd it turn out like this?
Nanako-chan's gonna be okay, right?
You guys still here?
How is Dojima-san doing?
His wound's opened up again. They're treating it over in his room now.
Any luck with your investigation on Namatame?
About that. I won't mince words here. We're gonna have a hard time making these charges stick.
What's that mean?
I talked with the guys at the station, and it'll be next to impossible to find him guilty in court. Especially given the reason why we took him off our list of suspects for the first case.
Oh yeah, something about him having an alibi.
Yeah, that. And the whole angle about him putting people into TVs, there's no way that'll stand up in court. No one would believe that. And Dojima-san knows it.
Didn't mean to skip that one.
Well, ain't you calm about this?
I'm just telling you the truth.
And you call yourself a cop? Huh? You want to see that stuff so bad? We'll show you! Hurry up and bring a TV here, damn it!
Hey, stop!
What the?
Is Nanako-chan's family here? Hurry inside. Please talk to her.
What the hell? What's going on?
No. Nanako-chan. Daddy.
He'll be here soon.
Nanako-chan. Nanako-chan. Can you hear us? Do you understand what we're saying? Your big brother's here with you. Just hang in there. Where's Dojima-san?
We're calling for him right now.
How's Nanako?
Doctor.
Big bro.
I'm right here.
Mm-mm. I'm scared. Big bro. Daddy.
Nanako! Nanako!
I'm sorry, sir.
No.
Damn it! Damn it!
Nana-chan.
We did everything we could, but we still couldn't figure out what caused this.
Nanako-chan.
Dojima-san, what's with that look? Huh? What's wrong, everyone? Hmm? Huh? Wait, is Nanako-chan... But then, where did Dojima-san go? His room isn't that way. Wait a sec. That's the way to...
Senpai! Senpai! Dojima-san might have gone after Namatame! Adachi-san said he was admitted to this hospital!
You transported into the same hospital? For crying out loud, he's the suspect in the case!
What are you getting mad at me for? This is the biggest hospital, and he's in no condition to be moved.
Where is his room?
I can't tell you that.
Just tell us where he is already! Dojima-san's on his way, ain't he? You don't know what he's gonna do there if we don't stop him!
Kanji-kun, you don't mean...
Hold on. Just what are you guys talking about?
Cough it up! Where's this room?
Top floor in the second surgical ward. Furthest room back. But there's a police guard.
Meanwhile, Nanako's hospital room.
I was always watching over Nana-chan, and I still couldn't save her. It happened in my world. Even though I was the only Teddy in that place, I still couldn't do anything.
Let go of me. I need to speak to him.
Like we said, without permission.
Permission? Who gave him permission to kill Nanako? Tell me that, huh? The hell with you all! Why is he still alive when Nanako's dead? Give me back Nanako! Give her back! She's all I have! She's the only one in the world.
Call a doctor!
Let go of me. I need to...
Holy crap! Dojima-san! Quick, get him to his room. I'll go alert the doctors.
Dojima-san, was he seriously gonna...
His only daughter's dead. Nothing would have surprised me.
Dojima-san probably knew that there's little to no chance Namatame would be convicted. Damn it. He killed Senpai, and now Nanako-chan. And the bastard's gonna walk away without paying for what he did.
That's not right.
Why? Why is he the one that gets to go on living?
The window in the room is wide open. What are you doing?
I was scared, so I...
You have your life, and now you want your freedom too?
It's your fault that Nanako-chan's...
I didn't.
12 o'clock. Is it the Midnight Channel? Hey, isn't this...
I failed to save her. It's because you got in my way.
Another Namatame? How? The real one's right here and we already beat his shadow.
No, come to think of it, Namatame never faced his other self. And we didn't witness his shadow returning to his body as a persona either. Perhaps that's why we're seeing this now.
What the... I failed, but it wasn't my fault. And the law can't touch me anyway.
What?
Is that what Namatame's really thinking? Then... he wasn't deranged or anything. He knew what he was doing.
To hell with the law! I won't ever forgive what you did!
This... please, stop!
Huh?
Stop what? We ain't even done anything yet. Or do you want us to do something? Something fitting for a bastard like you.
Kanji.
Do whatever you want. You hate me because the child died, don't you? I don't care either way. Living or dying makes no difference to me. But you're different. You can't do such a thing. You wouldn't dare, right? I'll continue saving people. It's my mission.
Mission?
My God.
Please, stop.
He wants us to stop. What should we do?
What do you mean?
We can't let this bastard do whatever he pleases.
Still, what are you going to do?
No way I'm gonna walk out of here doing nothing.
I understand, but...
This must be a luxury suite. Most hospital wards don't have such large televisions. Why, with something like this in the room, this man could escape at any time. Although once he enters, he may find there's no way out.
Wait a second. You don't mean... Are you... serious?
You just gonna turn your back and walk away?
But...
What's gotten into you guys? This is crazy! How can we do something like that?
Chie! Everyone, listen to me. If we're gonna do this, now is our only shot. We won't get a second chance. At this rate, the guy's gonna get off the hook, and he'll go around saving people again. You just heard what this bastard's really thinking. If that happens, it'll be just like Nanako-chan and Senpai. Who knows how many innocent people will die this time? I can't let something like that go. Someone close to me died. Her killer can't be convicted. And now I'm gonna let the same thing happen again? There's no way I can do that! It's just wrong, isn't it?
But Yosuke...
All we have to do is push him inside the TV. That's it. We do that one thing, and this is all over.
Just push him inside?
If any of you want no part in this, just leave the room. I'm not gonna force you to stay. As for me, nothing could make me forgive this bastard. But before we do this, I want to hear what you think. What do you want to do, leader?
Wait a second here.
We don't have time to wait. If we don't do this now, the cops will come back. What are you trying to say?
We're missing something.
Something we don't know. What don't we know?
Namatame's true feelings.
But we just heard the guy's true feelings on TV! What didn't you understand?
Something's bothering me.
Well, what is it? I already told you there's no time to waste. Are you even getting at something here, or are you just stalling?
Like I chose these last time, like without looking them up. We're missing something.
Missing? Like what exactly? Damn it, I've heard enough of this bullshit. Give me a straight answer. Are we doing this or not? That's all I give a damn about right now.
Calm the hell down. You yelled at everyone to calm down.
He's right. Let's all calm down for a second.
I'm perfectly calm.
Can't you tell how calm I am by the way I talk?
Hey, what did you mean by we're missing something?
What's there to miss with a sick bastard like him?
Hey, let's all take a deep breath. After what happened to Nanako-chan and seeing Dojima-san, we're not thinking straight right now.
Fine.
Yeah, I feel like I chose every one of those options except for the last one. Everyone took a deep breath. It seems that everyone has finally regained their composure.
You're right. We should calm down and think rationally about this. I realize now that we've heard almost nothing from Namatame's perspective. There's no denying that this man brought great harm to Nanako-chan. But other than that point, the rest comes from our assumptions based on watching the Midnight Channel a moment ago. I won't deny that we were blinded by the heat of the moment, trying to impute all responsibility to him rashly.
But... yeah, the guy's not saying anything. Whatever reason he had, there's no doubt about the fact that he'd been throwing people inside the TV. It was him who put Senpai through that misery. How can we possibly understand someone who says killing people is the same as saving them?
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
It's true.
Truthfully, not all the hitches that were nagging at me have been answered yet. We'll have to see what he can tell us about them. Though it appears he's in no condition to do so at the moment.
True. Dealing with him right now might not solve all the things that are bothering us. Damn it. But you better remember this. I'll do everything I can to stop him from repeating what he's done. Anytime, anywhere, anything.
Pulls out a gun. Let's just think for now.
Jeez, how the hell can you stay so calm, man? Then again, that's why you're our leader. All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves. Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. All right, I'm convinced.
Thank you. I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
We all know how you feel, Yosuke. Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. And thanks.
The case has taken a sharp turn and the investigation team is now one step closer to the truth. It seems that you will go on with your friends to solve another mystery. Max rank. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a genuine bond. Genuine bond shall be your eyes to see the truth. We bestow upon thee the ability to create Loki. The ultimate fool arcana. Yeah, fun fact. I want to say Loki was the antagonist of the very first was a like Megami Tensei Digital Devil Story game, which was like based on the novel of the same title, I believe. This was like way back in the gap, from what I understand. Master Investigation Team Social Link has forged a bond that cannot be broken. You now fuse Loki, the shapeshifter. Ow. Hey, we also got the achievement. A new bond. It brings thee closer to the truth. Blessed with creating personas of the Judgment Arcana. Cool deal. Secrets of Truth, Social Link, Judgment Arcana. XP bonus, yeah.
Hey, you guys? What are you doing? You can't be in here.
Oh, crap!
We were keeping an eye on the suspect. The police officers outside seem to have their hands full helping Dojima-san.
Good save.
If Namatame were to escape, it would be a disaster for the police's reputation and their trust in you, Adachi-san.
Yeah, Adachi-san.
Oh, I see. We'll tighten security from now on, and I'll arrange for him to be transported out as soon as possible. So, if you guys can keep quiet about being in here, I'd really appreciate it.
How is he, Doctor? He seemed to be extremely agitated a moment ago.
He seems fine for now, but he really needs his rest.
As he says that, he just pulls away a syringe.
Outside, everyone. Doctor's orders.
Understood.
We should go too. Let's get back to Nanako-chan's room. So what's this thing we're missing, huh?
To tell the truth, there's something that's bothering me too. Why did he start killing people in the first place?
Well, he said himself it was to save them, right? So he killed his lover in order to save her and kept going?
The police speculated the first murder was related to the affair, so they called in Namatame for questioning. But everything in his testimony and his bearing, no matter what they looked at, they found nothing suspicious. If he truly is twisted enough to believe that murder is a means of saving people, I think that would have shown through.
Maybe he faked it real well. Or maybe he started out with a normal motive and got a taste for killing after the first time.
No, if that were the case, his motive for killing that announcer would be even more inexplicable. Namatame and his wife were separated at the time. Both Misuzu Hiragi and himself testified that she had discarded him. Hiragi also knew about Yamano beforehand, and Namatame was shocked to hear of Yamano's death. Their relationship was known and was not strained to the point of murder. There's simply no motive in the affair angle. The police invested a great deal of effort into investigating this point. Therefore, we have no convincing motive for Namatame to kill Mayumi Yamano. Although her name was written in Namatame's own diary.
His reason for killing her.
It's still possible that he was crazy to begin with and no one realized, right?
I don't really get any of this.
Oh, this is so confusing!
Hey, we could hear you in there. This is a hospital. Maybe you should quiet down a little.
Oh, there you are, all of you. Please come with me immediately.
Huh? What's going on?
What are you waiting for? Hurry, go!
Where am I? Is this Teddy's world? This doesn't quite feel like it, though. I remember being at the hospital. That's right, Nana-chan. I couldn't do anything. Why do I even exist? I couldn't keep my promise. I lost my reason to be there. That's it. I remember now. So, it was true. Guys! Sensei! What should I do?
Oh, there they are. Nanako-chan came around.
Huh? What did you just say? Nanako-chan's alive?
Are you serious?
It's very rare to be resuscitated after one's heart and lungs fail, but it does happen. But until I know why she collapsed in the first place, I can't say for sure how well she'll recover from here on. Still, Nanako-chan's a fighter, and she's trying desperately to stay alive.
So this isn't a joke? You're actually telling the truth?
Nanako-chan. Oh my god.
This is amazing!
Miracles do happen. I'm so glad. I didn't know what I was gonna do. Come on. Stop crying, you two.
You all should go home for the night. I'll speak with Dojima-san tomorrow about Nanako-chan's treatment. It's rather chilly outside. If it starts snowing, be careful not to catch a cold.
Wait a second, where's Teddy? I noticed he didn't come with us when we went to Namatame's room.
You're right. That's weird. I figured he wouldn't move from Nanako-chan's side.
Teddy, where did you go?
Oh yeah, he has a cell with him. Wait, I shouldn't use mine inside the hospital. I'll try calling him up once we're outside.
Yeah, make sure to take your cell phone off of hospital mode. Then again, this was like 2008, so I think
Save. I couldn't save.
I think, you know, cell phone signals did interfere with certain machines. Or vice versa.
Why? Mayumi. And that girl too. I couldn't save them.
Huh? What's the matter? Feeling guilty all of a sudden? Sheesh.
I can't reach him. Did that stupid bear forget to charge the battery?
We took a quick look around the hospital, but there's no sign of him. I wonder where he went.
Oh, it's snow. Hey, you're right. Wow, it's been a while since I last saw real snow. It doesn't look that pretty, though, because of this fog.
I guess this makes it the first snow of the year. It's freezing. Let's go home.
Yeah, how could you, like, just be rocking a skirt like that in this weather? Like, I know some folks, like, it doesn't bother them.
Hey, Yosuke, if you find Teddy, don't forget to contact us, alright?
I know. Let's meet up at the special headquarters tomorrow. Man, that Ted. I hope he just went back home by himself. He's probably fine, but I'll hurry home just in case. Well, see you tomorrow.
Back in Namatame's room, was it really right to stop everyone from what they were about to do? Murder? For now, you have no way of knowing. I mean, spoilers, we do know. Just see the last stream. You remember that your cell phone has been off this entire time since you were at the hospital. There seem to be no messages. You should go home before you catch a cold. This is... Oh, nothing else we can do now. Well, Nanako will be alright. Then there's what happened in Namatame's hospital ward. The snow that started to fall and the fog that won't disappear. What lies ahead from here on? You feel very tired. You should hurry and get some rest for today. I am going to make a save. That way we'll have to repeat that. Ho ho ho! This.
Welcome. It's been quite some time.
It seems you've been summoned to the Velvet Room.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world. I have summoned you within your dreams. Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far. Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
I don't know.
With this being the very hour of your ordeal, it may not be so easily overcome. The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge. If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach. Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey? It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight.
Time for a clip show.
Margaret?
Voices you've heard many times before echo in your mind.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
It seems that the car has stopped moving.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your life. Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently. Some travel fast, some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
Oh. You can hear something in the distance. It seems that you've been sleeping until now. You hear the doorbell ringing. Someone seems to be at the door. That's the sound of a doorbell.
Teddy's missing. I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
I'm worried.
Yeah, me too. He was acting all weird lately. Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Jeunesse?
Where could Teddy have gone? In any case, you decide to go look for him.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
That Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
You recall the mysterious dream you had last night. This may be a time for contemplation rather than action. That is what Igor said, but... Let's think about this.
I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now, we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Let's quickly review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed, Miss Yamano the announcer and Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
When I hear you put it like that, sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through death? He did call himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
There's something else.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too." So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too? Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV. Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai in that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
The possibility of a culprit besides Namatame. Could there be something that proves this possibility? Definitely not the copycat. Misuzu Hiragi's alibi.
Her alibi? Wasn't it airtight right from the beginning? How could she kidnap people and throw them into TVs if she's out of the country?
Okay, that wasn't it. Diary?
But that points straight at Namat.
Okay. Well, it has to be the warning letter.
Warning letter? Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that thing?
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them.
You recall that the first warning letter said, "Don't rescue anymore." And the second one said, "If you stop this time, someone else will be put in. If you don't stop this time, someone else." Oh my god, I can read. And the second one said, "If you don't stop this time, someone close will be put in and killed." Try to read it too fast.
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like "don't rescue" or "kill"?
Yeah, and the "will be put in and killed" part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like "I'll put in and kill"?
Hey, could this mean...
Namatame didn't write it.
Yeah. It's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right? If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed. In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first two cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV, and yet he did. It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Someone else? Then, it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
We can't say for certain yet. We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
We all work together to take another step toward the truth. Speedrun. Rank 2.
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
I have a plan. But there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Hey, this place is off limits.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah, understood. I see. Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself.
That kind of sounds a little like Troy Baker. Like, it wouldn't surprise me, like, the cast had to do multiple roles.
We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Ah, well then, this works out nicely. You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san. A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Understood. Please be careful. I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Wow!
Wow.
There's nothing much inside that suspicious object. So he won't be gone long.
All right, then now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
Namatame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you. It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case. And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are. But we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh?
It seems that he understands what you're saying. What should you ask him? Who'd you throw in first?
Huh? Me?
Yukiko. Ooh.
Hmm.
What should you ask him? Did you kill those two girls? Shakes his head.
They were killed. I couldn't save them.
Is saving killing people?
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her. And you repeated the process as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place. His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
But if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
Indulge us in a few more questions.
Who killed the first two?
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
Why the warning letters?
What are you talking about?
Why did you enter the TV?
I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
As I thought.
You believe me? Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things? Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world.
Jesus Christ. Neighbors. When kids hollering and screaming in a car blowing its horn. You can't hear it, but...
In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Only you?
We did blame you for everything at first. But now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story? All right. Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection. And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi! When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV. I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead. And not just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
Namatame is casting his eyes downward painfully.
I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remember the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remember that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did. So I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store. After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful. But that same night, on the TV, she looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on, please! The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was going to be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her. She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you. She'll be kidnapped next, and murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it? The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calmed down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate? Was it my mission to save people? But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
I had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place. I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was. I never knew you couldn't even get out of that place on your own. No, that's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us? Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Juness?
Yes. I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty. But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself. I thought I was going insane. I probably did. And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero. I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this.
What's done is done.
I suppose so. But the things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like that. I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Kidnapping is already a serious crime, and on top of that, I put all those lives in danger. I'm sorry.
The Midnight Channel and the other world, you can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly. We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
I'm such a joke. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
What are you all crammed in here for?
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Wait. I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
Don't worry.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first 2 victims into the TV.
We've taken another step toward the truth. Meanwhile, this beat cop's like, what the hell are you talking about?
Now get out of here! I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh. I better not see you rascals here again.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
Tomorrow you'll all be going out to talk to people in town. Will this finally help uncover the information that will lead you to the true culprit? You decide to go home early today and get some rest. And I need to take a quick break and stretch my legs. And I encourage you to do the same. I'll be back momentarily. Okie dokie. Have to go put clothes washing. Make another save. Onwards for the next day. Today is the day the school was founded, so you have the day off from school. You need to investigate the town. You wonder if you'll be able to gather the information you need to catch the killer. It looks super foggy outside. Okay. I mean, I presume we're gonna have to like go around shopping district. Can I help you? About those murders. That incident last spring? I still wonder what happened. It was a pretty big deal, wasn't it? I'd almost completely forgotten about that. Wow, I must be getting old, huh? What about you? What is it? About those murders. Huh? What are you talking about? You explain about the You explain about the incident involving Saki and Yamano, the female announcer. Did all that happen just last spring? Wow, it seems so long ago. Who's gonna remember something from that far back anyway? Suspicious? This fog's gotta be some kind of biological weapon. It's a conspiracy. You know who I heard it was? Junes. Yeah, that's right, Junes. The country of Junes is staging an all-out attack on Inaba. Okay. We can technically still buy books. Which is the only one we can get. Sure, why not? Even though we maxed out. Hey, listen to this! Rosette came back and spoke to me! This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing! I asked her for an autograph and what types of guys she's into. Anyway, what do you want? I'm sure you can see how busy I am. About those murders. Didn't they capture the suspect and put a lid on the case? Are you done asking questions? Good, now go away. I'm very busy talking to Rosette now. Okay. Time to call the police. This fog sure is dark and creepy, isn't it? Oh, you have a question for me? About those murders. A little while ago, they said that a suspect had been caught. It was in the newspaper. It was that Namatame-san, right? I remember seeing him around from time to time. Oh, how horrible. It really does frighten me. I don't recall seeing any other strange people, so I'm sure he's the culprit. Is it true that there were no other suspicious individuals? Perhaps you should ask someone else about this. You, quest giver. This fog isn't clearing, even though the year is almost over. It's deplorable. It'll be so cold on New Year's that I'll never be happy. What do you want? About those murders. I can't remember something from that long ago. Seems like he's going to continue talking. What will you do? Listen politely. People, they're frightening things, aren't they? Once they find something they like, they'll keep asking for it. I am well and truly impressed by your kindness, boy. I think I understand you, but I want to get into the best sauna ever made. I think I could do it, too, if I had fine coal. Youngster, would you bring some to me? Sure. Really? Is it okay? Aren't you busy with school and all that jazz? Oh, no, never mind. Thank you, boy. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe we already have it. Recall anyone suspicious? There isn't anyone like that in this town. I even know you. You're that kid who's staying at Dojima-kun's house. Oh, almost forgot. I'm looking forward to that fine coal, you hear? It seems like you might be able to find it in a hideout-like location. More hints? Do I have to do this myself? Oh well. Countries with thriving coal industries often have sooty castles covered in coal dust, don't they? That's all I can tell you. Now, hey, don't stress over it too much, okay? Okay. Since all I hear from everyone is poison, I've gotten kind of freaked out too. I wonder where I could buy a gas mask. I need to get one. Everyone else has one already. Speaking of... Wait, hold on. It's me. Don't you recognize me? Why am I outside? When I'm at home, I just see more news about the murders. I thought I could stay out here and watch the sunset. Of course, I'm going to watch TV when I go home anyway. Even then, I can't see the sunset because of all this fog. I hate it. It's so depressing. Do you have a question? About those murders. Oh, come on, don't make me even more depressed. They said on the news that the suspect had been caught. So that whole thing is over now, right? What else is there? Anyone suspicious? It's a small town. If there was anyone suspicious, there would be rumors going all over. But at least I haven't heard any news or rumors like that. So I'd say there's no such person. Alrighty. Think I don't have to do that anymore, hopefully. Gotta be careful when taking your motorcycle out on a foggy day. I wish whoever honked at me when I slowed down more than usual understood that. He yelled at me for going too slow. What's so wrong with following the speed limit? Fucking damn straight, man. I say you're always in a hurry for your own car wreck. Wait, or was I at fault there? No, you're doing the right thing. Like, you're supposed to, like, be extra careful in a fog. Nothing else. Let's see, maybe the shrine? Or in here? Hey kid, know anything about any murders? Oh hey! I lost my bug catching net. I was trying to see if I could catch them with my bare hands, but I can't. It's so weird. I know I lost it around the shrine. Maybe someone picked it up. Do you know anything about it? My teacher said to go home quickly because of the fog. It's nice not to have the girls chase me around, but it's boring because I can't play soccer now. Okay. Let's go down by the river. See what our friends have to say. Even if someone's been killed, everyone just forgets it so easily. But oh my god, brain. But rumors they hear from friends and TV get remembered for a long time. Why is that? It's been a while since the first two incidents. Do you think we'll find anyone who still remembers them? That is an interesting point. Like, few people were like very decidedly forgetting about the murders. I've been asking around about Teddy too, but I'm surprised how many people actually remember him. They're all like, oh yeah, that guy in the bear suit from Jeunesse. But nobody has seen him yesterday or today. He's loved by so many different people. Where the heck could he have gone? Kanji. I tried talking to this old guy earlier, but he didn't even see me. What with the fog and all. Guy just ignored me and walked off. I know it wasn't personal, but it kinda hurt. Damn fog, hurry up and go away. Old man Kanji yells at fog. Information on what happened before we entered the TV world, huh? You know about the first murder. I wonder why it happened. Let's ask around and gather as much information as we can. I'll see you later. You go that way. I'll go home. Okay. Oh. Okay, nothing really to add. Man, this fog. It makes me feel like we're still inside the TV. I wonder if we can really find any new clues about the killer. Yeah, no use whining about it now. Let's step up the search and get that info. Alrighty. Floodplain. You, quest giver. Ah, it's you. Fog's pretty thick today. I go out on walks and I can hardly recognize my surroundings. Pretty sad, ain't it? But hey, thanks for stopping to talk to me. Hey, I'd like to ask something of you. Okay. So, you have a minute then. I've got another request to ask of you. Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I'd like another lamp. This man is actually several thousand moths in human clothes. Something simple but beautiful, not too gaudy. That kind of lamp. I looked in some stores, but I ain't seen nothing like that. But you're something else. I think you can find something like that for me. What do you say? Sure. Thank you. I'm sorry to keep bothering you with these things. Okay, we already have one. In the clouds. Okay. So the last dungeon we went to. Nobody here. No, not once have I managed to figure out how to do the fishing in this game. Or the bug catching. My daughter was in an accident. On top of that, it was a hit and run. Nobody could tell what kind of car it was because of all the fog. Sheesh, this is horrible. Thankfully, she wasn't hurt too bad. But she was right, wasn't she? That fog is dangerous. I need to start letting everyone know. Fog isn't clearing up, isn't it? Is it? Isn't that just a little strange? My wife is all business as usual, but I'm a little worried. By the way, do you need anything? About those murders. I'm sorry. All I remember is that something happened. I know it was pretty shocking, but what can I say? A lot of time's passed. Hey, anyone suspicious? We've had a lot of people come to our store, but I can't say anyone was particularly suspicious. Good talk. Cat, do you know anything about our murders? Meow meow. Here's some more fish. Did you need something? About those murders. Now that you mention it, the town is all abuzz last string. String? You remember that, don't you? Hey, suspicious. Have I seen a strange person? Oh, I'm looking right at him. I don't know. Out in the country, if there was anybody strange walking around, everyone would know about it right quick. Good talk. Okay, June S, sure. Can I help you? About those murders. The incident last spring? I don't remember anything from that long ago. I'm gonna be studying for college entrance exams next year, so I've got no room for useless information like that. Doesn't look you'll find any information, blah blah blah. A suspicious person? Now that you mention it, my friend was saying she saw someone. I don't think she's wandering around the shopping district, so why don't you ask her? But I think she's okay. I think I talked to her already. Talk to her again. Oh, I hate how it's foggy every day now. This is oh my god. I can read, I swear. I hate how it's foggy every day now. This is the season for winter vegetables too. What will I do if the fog really is poison? All my vegetables will go rotten. This is all because not enough people eat their veggies. If only my son would clean his plate, he'd... Okay. Naoto. First, we should retrace our steps. That will be the simplest way. Saki Konishi, Mayumi Namino. There should be a commonality between the two. Surely there were witnesses. Any scrap of data could be useful, no matter how small. Okay. Back to the shopping district, the other student. What is it? Anyone suspicious? Have you seen any sailors? Someone told you that I saw a suspicious person? Oh, that! Yeah, I went by too quickly. Like sometimes I'm pushing the button once and it'll just skip twice. I remember Saki Konishi. You remember Saki Konishi, don't you? You know, she passed away a while ago. She told me how that Namatame person came to her one day and started spouting all this craziness. Something about the TV. I wonder what that was all about. His relation to Saki? Hey, I don't know what you're implying, but you've got it all wrong. Saki was a good girl. It's just that people misunderstood her. Must be referring to the time when Namatame tried to warn Saki. It seems the thing about Namatame making advances on Saki was a misunderstanding. I need a drink. Throat's getting dry. Okay, so that was one clue that led to another. I mean, they were at the little park area with the gazebo, I guess. So it's not like there's... maybe you know something. Let's see. Nope. Double check. Okay, you only care about your lamp. All these people outside the house. Yep. May as well buy seedlings while we're at it. What you? I think she still talks about the same thing. You know anything, dog? Nope. Okay. Those look very healthy. This lady's force feeding her vegetables. High school. Yeah, of course. Okina City. Let's just start over here. I wonder if the reason for this fog is the decrease in the ocean's temperature. In that case, I have to let him go soon. Let who go soon? He'll be alright. He'll be alright without me. Someone better will come along. Hmm? Is there something you wanted to ask me? What were you talking about? Asked about the incident that occurred in Inaba in spring. An incident in spring? Did something happen then? I'm sorry, I don't remember. You'll have to ask someone else. Hey, will you do me a favor? I'm doing a taste test and I want some honest feedback with, oh my god. Ooh. Just need to let my brain restart. Okay. I'm doing a taste test and I want some honest feedback from young people like you. Give me the red one. Swallow. It's not even food, it's an object. The taste is a harmony of tomatoes and sweet red bean. You gave the man your feedback. I see. Thank you, that's very helpful. A local farmer and a pastier decided to help me out. Patissier. I'm trying to create a hit. Once I do, I'll take it to my company. If there's something you wanted to ask? The incident in spring? Oh, I think there was a report like that on the news. I don't remember much though. Sorry if that wasn't very helpful. Interesting. Can't be happy without money. Even if you have money, you can't be happy without love either. Which means I need a man with money. I wish there was somewhere that you can go and pick one up. A man with money. It's getting pretty cold. Is there something you wanted to ask me? Huh? What was that about? This was an Inaba you said? I didn't stick it in my mind. I just remembered something like that happening, that's all. I wonder why I love seeing a man in a nice suit so much. You know, I like something like something you might wear at a wedding. I hear you can get it from gold chests at a castle. Okay. What's up, broskies? Everyone's in lovey-dovey mode. Well, I've got a news flash for them. The cinema is not your makeout spot. Oh, it's Christmas this month. No wonder our butcher shop is busy. Christmas, huh? Oh, can we help you with something? The thing in Inaba. I think I heard about it. Oh yeah, I think I saw it in the news. Or did I? Inaba, huh? I hear the steaks are good in Inaba. The crane game. Okay, blah blah blah. Huh? What? Oh yeah, I remember seeing that on the news. I can't recall much about it now, though. I know people who dislike romance or dislike gore, but not many people dislike human drama. That's why I think it's a shame that they won't see a movie just because. Especially zombie movies. I wish they were more popular. What? You want to ask me something? If it's about a movie, ask away. That's not about a movie at all. Blech. I know about the incident, but not many of the details. Maybe I should see a movie. What is it? Wow, I never heard about anything like that. Maybe I saw it on the news? If I did, it was a long time ago. I don't remember it. So, kind of sensing a pattern here. Hey kid, the fog's pretty thick. Be careful on that bike, okay? Yeah, the fog. It's dangerous. Be careful. There's something you want to ask? What is it? Yeah, I know it. But I just saw it on the news. Did the victim's ghost appear or something? Hey, don't be rude. Sorry, we don't know anything. Maybe ask someone else? Oh boy. The beach. I've pretty much been damn near everywhere. Yeah. You know what? Just so like I'm not like locking myself out of anything. I mean, I can only presume we have to like reconvene at UNAS. Need to gather more information. Okay, well. Let's talk to more people, I guess. Talk to you again. A suspicious person? No, I can't think of anyone. Not from this town, anyway. How about you? Okay. No, I don't think I've seen any suspicious people. Except for you, who's interrupting my conversation with Rosette. This roundhouse kicks me out of the scene. Have I seen any other weird people aside from Namatame-san? Nope, I don't think so. Doesn't look like you'll find any more information on a suspicious person. You have gathered as much information you could. You should report back to the group. There we go. Chinese Diner Aya. You met up with your friends after you finished gathering information.
I'm seriously pooped.
Me too.
This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all. The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
What should we do?
Well, one steak bowl, please.
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break. I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
Ooh, stretch my legs again. I have bad posture when I sit at my desk. Like, I just can't not cross my legs. Finish eating the dishes that you ordered.
Oh, now that our tummies are full.
I bet Chie will be the only one who can actually, like, overcome the Mega Beef Bowl challenge.
Let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much.
You spoke with everyone about the information you gathered today.
So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
Case closed.
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't, but otherwise the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion. I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
Just sitting here won't help you think any better. You decide to go outside and get some fresh air.
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
Ugh, it's freezing out here. Maybe this'll help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing. Hey, is it snowing? Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it.
There must be something that's been overlooked. It's urgent that you get over the roadblock facing you. The clues you need must already be in your hands.
What's the matter?
You should go over everything you know one more time. The culprit had some sort of connection with both Mayumi Yamano and Saki Konishi. And judging by the warning letters, the culprit most likely knows about the other side and what you did there. It's highly likely that they also knew what Namatame was doing and stood back to watch. Who would know all these things? Another oddity about the case is that there were almost no witnesses. Both warning letters seem to have been delivered directly to your house, but no one saw anyone suspicious. No one unusual was seen around Mayumi Yamano or Saki Konishi either. Despite the police dispatching an unusually high number of officers to perform a thorough investigation, there must be someone in this small town who fits all the facts. The person who seems to be the most likely culprit is... well, certainly not any of these folks. Someone else. None of these either. Because it's just listing off all the victims. Definitely not Dojima. It'll be very silly for it to be Nanako. Who could have been? See what happens. We'll go through the whole list. Think once again. Now, I'm not going to prolong this any further. Even though like this has really been my first time playing the game for myself. I've seen it played before. So I know who the actual killer is. Toru Adachi. Of course, if you look only at the circumstances, you can't completely rule out that possibility. Adachi may have been able to keep an eye on your actions. Because if you've been following along this far, he always seems to pop up. And he always runs his big mouth. He would have been able to approach your house with ease and knows the area well. Thinking about it, you encountered him many times while investigating the case. You learned much about the police's You learned much about the police's movements from Adachi as well. There is no exact reason to doubt him, but something is bothering you. You spoke Adachi's name.
Huh? What about him?
Detective Adachi. A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports. It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective. Are we really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi, I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
Adachi-san? That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it. That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
Huh. I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon. But I thought, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places. And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, "Oops, I said too much," and clamming up.
See?
Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either. Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Various oh my god, this word. Peculiarities. Peculiar pretties. There we go. Have begun to cast a suspicious shadow on Adachi.
Then, is it really Adachi-san?
We need to confirm this.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible. This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now? Right, I see. Thank you.
What was that about a transport?
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation. We must head there at once.
Things are moving quickly now. You feel that you're getting closer to the truth. Rank 4. I wonder if it's like trying to encourage me to fuse Loki.
Huh? What are you guys doing here? Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering, you seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Adachi, where's Namatame? There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Those first 2 murders have been bothering me. His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid. We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony, but that part's still nagging at me.
Is this more of your detective's intuition? He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it. And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
What's gotten into you today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Very suspicious.
Come on! I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job. You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment? Get better as soon as possible.
What are you all doing here?
We came to confirm something with Adachi-san.
You should question Adachi. About Yamano vanished.
The time the announcer went missing? I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything. That was months and months ago too. My memory's kinda hazy that far back.
About the interrogation.
Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice. Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped.
There is still something you need to question Adachi about.
Warning letter? The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember? I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
I'm sorry. Your accident was right after that, and what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind. Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it? Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about? Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is? I'm going back. I need to get to the station and report in.
Just one more thing, please. We know for certain now that the first 2 murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
What? That's ridiculous. We already know Namatame's the one who put them all in.
Come again?
What did you just say?
Put them all in. What's this putting them in business? Do you know something about the method behind their murders? Don't tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see. Now I finally understand. To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me. Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident. At the time, I said, Even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, "Wow, then that settles it." How, I wonder, would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days. Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd, that. What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
I don't know. I said I'm busy.
Wait, you son of a bitch! Adachi! Ah, damn it.
My dude, go back to bed, for real.
Adachi!
Namatame's hospital room. Adachi isn't here either.
What the? I swear he ran this way.
Damn it! Where the hell did he go?
Did you find him? I contacted security. Nobody's seen Adachi and there's no record of anyone leaving this area. So he must be still in this ward somewhere.
He's still here? But we looked! We didn't find him anywhere!
That bastard.
Dojima-san? For heaven's sake, what are we going to do with you?
Sorry. I got carried away.
Do you even want to get better? If you keep this up, there could be lasting damages. Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
You're right. Sorry. You've got to find Adachi. I need to square this away with him. Please.
He hasn't left this ward yet? I don't think he would, but could he have...
Yeah, I think so. If he's the killer, he can go through, right?
You mean he went in through here?
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there. If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Damn. So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
Let's go tomorrow.
I think it's too dangerous to go in from here. We're not 100% positive he used this TV, and on top of that, we don't know where it might lead. Let's go in from Jeunesse like always. It'll be fine. So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one strike.
The extremely suspicious detective Adachi. You've taken another step towards the truth. We're in the end game now. You split up for today and you all went back home. And I think this will be a good stopping point. Now that we've finally revealed the actual killer of the initial two murders. So, I will pose the question. At any point, did you ever suspect that it was Adachi? Because, as you know, was stated over and over again, he always seemed to show up, drop hints and information every now and then, and just acted like he was just like messing up. So yeah, what better murderer than a police officer? Someone who can actually tamper with evidence and all that jazz. But yeah, like I said, this is a good stopping point. I will definitely make sure to stream next weekend, barring any in real life catastrophes. I'm gonna probably like adjust the little banners I have going on in the corner. And again, I don't know how, like I upped the font size for chat on the overlay. I don't know how it's gonna look until someone says anything. I'm gonna change the timer for the banner, for the little social banners in the corner. Maybe going a little too frequent at 2 minutes. Anywho, stuck around this long. Thank you for watching, and have a good evening.